Independent and dependent clauses may not sound very sexy, but they can be an excellent tool for creating intentional effect, rhythm, cadence, emotion, and anticipation in your writing. Welcome back to Editing and Grammar for Novel Writers 101, where we explore grammatical principles and how you can use them artistically. We talked last time about sentence structure, and today I want to talk about a related topic, independent and dependent clauses. Defined simply, a clause is a group of words containing a subject and a verb. What makes them independent or dependent is whether they can stand alone. The easiest way to define an independent clause is that it can stand on its own as a complete sentence. And a dependent clause must be attached to an independent clause to have clear meaning. Dependent clauses are often called subordinating clauses because they usually contain a subordinating conjunction like because or as and so forth. Understanding these types of clauses lets you be more intentional with cadence and rhythm. For example, short independent clauses can be great for punchy prose and action, where more complex and dependent clauses can build complexity and emotion and anticipation or add detail. For example, here's a couple action sentences from my fantasy work in progress. The enemy lunged. She was a blur, dashing for Savai, but Savai was ready. You can feel the cadence. Too many short, punchy sentences can get us tiring, so you mix it up. But those independent clauses stand strong on their own. That's one approach. But watch what happens when you go the opposite direction with complex, dependent clauses. In this example from Becky Chambers' A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Even though she left her home planet cycles ago, even though she'd changed her name and her species record listed her as dead, Rosemary still checked over her shoulder when she laughed too loud. Look at how those subordinating dependent clauses build to that haunting independent clause. Hopefully, you can see how this is more than just a grammar rule, that clause choice can be an intentional tool for controlling reader experience, emotion, and pacing. How do you use these principles to create certain effects, or what's a grammatical principle you'd like to see explored next?